Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode on the Fashion Fables podcast. Today's episode is going to be a really fun Q&A. I am welcoming another special guest, Kayla, lifestyle YouTuber, as well as fellow Penn Stater. Kayla, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
So let's get started. So first, just tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Kayla. I'm 20 years old and I currently live in Boston. I'm a junior at Penn State, my favorite place in the world, honestly. And I'm studying in the College of Health and Human Development. Not sure kind of like what path I'm going to take after Penn State, but all I know is that I also really have a passion for YouTube and creating lifestyle videos. And I've been doing that since I was a senior in high school, and it's kind of just gotten me to this point.
That's so cool. So what inspired you to create your YouTube, and just talk a little bit about your account and what you hope to achieve with it?
Yeah, sure. So honestly, what inspired me was just kind of growing up with YouTube. It has been such a huge part of my life. I have watched probably like every single lifestyle beauty creator out there. And when I was younger, I always dreamed of like vlogging, and sometimes I would just like take videos on my phone when I was younger and pretend that I was making a YouTube video. But I was always just so scared about like what people would think starting it. So I waited until I was a senior in high school and didn't tell anyone until I graduated and kind of just went from there. I make like lifestyle videos and vlogs and center it a lot around like my experience with college and kind of like what it's like to be a Penn State student and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's so cool. I watched one of your videos, and I think it was like Penn State, kind of like moving in, like dorm experience and stuff like that.
Yes.
And it was so helpful because I'm a freshman at Penn State, so it was good to see kind of like what to expect, and like it was just really helpful. So it's so cool.
Yeah. I know I love making Penn State content. I watched someone else at Penn State too, so I just love the whole Penn State experience on YouTube.
So, what inspires you to kind of choose what content you create?
Yeah, so I try to center it around just like being really real and authentic because that's something that I love about the creators that I watch. I love just seeing like someone just be kind of genuine about what they're experiencing. And I think with that, it's also showing like the ups and downs about college. So that's what I kind of try to do. But I definitely look up to other creators who used to be college vloggers and stuff, or just kind of in the lifestyle space in general. And honestly, I just kind of get my inspiration from them too.
That's great. What is your favorite style to wear? Like clothing wise, can be anything.
My favorite style, honestly, like super comfortable. When I was younger, I definitely was more into like preppier fashion, but now I'm really into like matching sweatsuits and things like that. And then my go-to is pairing it with chunky gold hoops. That is my favorite thing ever.
I love hoops. I feel like hoops kind of like make everything better,
Oh,
and
it totally does.
a casual outfit looks so fancy. So
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Who is your role model?
My role model. I think my role model right now and like growing up, it's actually been another creator. Her name is Alicia, and I feel like I've grown up watching her YouTube videos and seeing her posts on everything. But what kind of inspires me about her is that she is such like a business girl and an entrepreneur, and she is so driven, and she's made her YouTube channel into something so much more. And she's just in like the whole like fashion industry now, and just she's such an entrepreneur, and she's so driven and so genuine and real. And she like opens up about different struggles that she's had with like anxiety and other challenges of like growing up on social media. And she's just so real and so hardworking, and it really inspires me.
I feel like that's relatable too, and you kind of like are inspired by that and
Yeah.
ideas. So, um,
Yeah.
I feel like happiness is so important and something everyone wants to achieve. So, like, what do you believe the key to happiness is? I know this is like sometimes there's not one answer, but is there anything that you think the happiness?
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely something like as I'm growing up, it's just crazy to kind of see how like you like learn about this without even like intentionally trying to. But I feel like for me so far, it's been like I'm the most happiest I know when I'm pursuing what I'm passionate about and kind of like staying on my own path, because I feel like with our society, you kind of like have like certain expectations of how you're supposed to be and what makes you happy. And that for some maybe like money and belongings, but I feel like the true key to happiness is just pursuing what you really want to do in life and not kind of listening to everyone else around you, just kind of being yourself.
That's so true. I love that. And I kind of
Yeah.
agree that happiness is like a growing thing also. And I feel like as you get older, you find more of your purpose and you find
Yeah.
like what makes you happy, like the people you want to surround yourself with, things like that. So,
Oh, totally. Yeah.
yeah. What motivates you to work hard? I know it's like a hard time with like the pandemic and everything, but what are some ways that you can stay motivated?
My favorite thing to stay motivated is just to keep setting like small, attainable goals. It's really nice to kind of see your hard work pay off in short periods of time and not just the long periods of time. So I would say like every month I try to set like 3 new goals for the month, and they could be super, super small, of like drink 3 cups of water a day,
Mhm.
but just kind of keeping aligned with what you want to achieve, not just in the long term, but in the short term as well.
Like staying present in the moment and just finding little
Yes.
things rather than thinking so far ahead. Yeah, which can be like,
Yeah, totally. It's so tough, but
yeah.
yeah.
And just like one final fun question. If you had $5,000 to spend on any item, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I feel like I don't know if it's just because of like COVID lately, but I would probably spend it on a vacation, like a plane ticket somewhere. I've never left the country before, and that's like on my bucket list of something to do before I graduate college. So I would probably just go to like Europe or Paris. I don't know.
Yeah, oh my God, me too. I love to travel, and I actually went on a trip my sophomore year in high school, and I studied abroad, and like I went to
Oh
like
my
5 different
gosh.
countries, and it was just like an amazing experience. And like I didn't
That's
think I
so
was ready
cool.
for it because I was only like a sophomore, but like once I was there, like I didn't want to come back. Like I loved it so much. So I
Yeah,
definitely think that if you want to travel, like obviously when things get better,
right, right.
it's
Oh my
amazing.
gosh, yeah, totally. It sounds like it's such an eye-opening experience just to be able to like explore things just far beyond what you know and stuff.
Yeah, and you kind of get like a different sense of the world and like culture. You meet different people, and you just kind of see
Yeah.
life, and it's really cool.
Oh my gosh, it sounds so fun.
So, finally, what are some ways that people can get in touch with you and kind of keep connected?
Yeah, sure. So my YouTube channel is Kayla Marie. I think the URL is Kayla Marie Videos, but I also have an Instagram. It is at kayla.michaud. I don't post as much on there as I would like to, but I definitely want to start making more like fun, real Instagram content too. So that's where you can find me.
Aw, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. This was so exciting. This is my first podcast.
I loved it.
So that wraps up today's episode on the Fashion Fables podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed and stay tuned for future episodes. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye.